Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm glad to see y'all here again today. Today there's a couple different things I wanted to talk about. We've had some things come up that I just wanted to share with y'all, just to see if y'all are going through the same thing. And I know it is coming towards the end of the school year for a lot of you that don't school year round like we do. So I wanted to also talk about standardized testing. So first off, what I wanted to start with was we have had to make a curriculum change for just one of my kiddos. I won't say which, just so you know they're not embarrassed or called out or anything like that. But I had him on Me Academy just like I had my other boy, and he is just not doing very well with it. He's one of those that he will figure out ways around the system just to skim by, and I don't think he's learning everything that he needs to learn. So I knew that he wasn't doing very, very well, but I printed out report cards the other day, and I was shocked to see the actual grades, like just to see the actual numbers on the page just floored me. And I felt like an absolute miserable failure. I felt like it's all my fault. I'm not keeping up with him. And so my plan is I'm switching him back to the Good and the Beautiful with math and ELA. I'm taking him off Me Academy completely. I think he is one of those kids that he needs somebody to sit next to him and make sure that he is doing his work correctly, because he will just fly through it and not pay attention. He won't read all the instructions. And he'll just do what he has to do to get done. So I think I'm putting him back with the Good and the Beautiful to get him caught back up. And so now we have to double up on lessons to get him to finish the books before testing in July. So I just wanted to, the main reason I wanted to share that was so just in case you're kind of at the point in the year where you're seeing how your kid is doing, you're getting close to testing or not. You may not be testing this year. I am. I plan to test every year. But you may be seeing your kids' progress or their lack of progress and be feeling very discouraged. You may feel like it is all your fault. But I kind of, sat with it for just a moment, and I thought, you know what, this is not all my fault. This is also on the child. He's old enough that he knows he's supposed to be doing his work. He knows what he's supposed to be doing, and he's not doing it correctly, and he knows that. So it's not all my fault. Now, should I have gone back and checked behind him a little more? Probably yes. So that does kind of fall on me in that respect. But if you are kind of feeling like I am right now, you have a child that is just not doing very well, and you're getting close to testing and you feel really nervous, please know that you're not alone. I'm a little stressed about the testing when it comes up. We are using, I guess I'll go ahead and kind of skip in and start talking about standardized testing. You only have to do standardized testing for your kids every 3 years, starting in 3rd grade when you homeschool. But for me, I'm going to do a standardized test at the end of every year, just so I can make sure that the curriculum that I've chosen is giving them everything that they need, that they make sure that they're learning what they're supposed to be learning on their grade level, like sort of like kids their age. I know there's not really grade levels per se in homeschool. And some curriculums, like it'll say it's level 1, but really it's more like level 2 work. Like it just might be a little bit more advanced. And I know the Good and the Beautiful is known for being a little more advanced. So, but anyway, we had our very first day back with the Good and the Beautiful with him today, and it went pretty well. I was very pleased with some of the things that he did. I was pleased with how much more attention he paid to his work because I was sitting next to him. So now I have to figure out, I actually already have figured out a new schedule for starting in August when I bring in the new child, Dawson. I have to make sure that I have something that Dawson can be working on while I'm working with the other child that has to do the Good and the Beautiful now. and that my other boy has something he can be doing, and Hannah has something she can be doing. So if y'all have any tips on working with multiple children at different ages, leave them in the comments for me. I would greatly appreciate it. I know there are so many people that homeschool even more than 4 kids. I've seen people on YouTube that homeschool like 8, 12 kids, at a time. So I'm definitely kind of anxious to see how that's going to play out, but I have my heart set on it. I feel like I can do it. I really want to do it because it's something that I enjoy. I love to teach. I love the teaching aspect of it. And like with Me Academy, it's more of a hands-off approach. Like he only needs me when he doesn't understand something, and it's not very often that he needs me. So the one that is still doing the Me Academy and all that kind of stuff, he's a lot more independent, and now the other one needs me to sit with him for 2 of his subjects. The other ones he can kind of do by himself, but the math and the ELA, he needs me to sit with him and help him. Anyway, that was a rabbit trail. Sorry. No, but talking about standardized testing, like I said, you only have to do it every 3 years starting in 3rd grade. And I'll be doing it every year so I can make sure that what I've chosen is working for us and that I don't need to change. Or maybe I do need to make some changes. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm not doing enough. It'll give me a good idea of what I need to be doing, and it'll also give me a good idea of where my kids are falling as far as grade level. Because even though I've been at this for a year, I'm still kind of in that public school mindset, of grade levels and Lexile levels and reading levels and all the things. So just trying to deal with that. But we will be using the NAWEA test that's on homeschoolboss.com. And we are doing the math and reading portion only since it's not required for us this year. And that's $60 per child. And I scheduled it for, I think it's the week of July 22nd. We'll have 2 days that week that we are testing. So hopefully we will have all of our curriculum finished by that, like right before that week. Like the one that's doing Me Academy, he should be done with everything the week before that. And the one that is doing the Good and the Beautiful, I have to double him up on math lessons and some ELA lessons so that he can be done with his curriculum by the time his testing rolls around. But as far as I understand it, the NAWEA test is, it's not a pass or fail test. It is something that the questions either get easier or harder depending on the child's answer. So you're not, saying, okay, you're in 2nd grade, we're going to test you on 2nd grade stuff, and either you pass or you fail this test. It's going to be like, okay, so this question was a little hard. Let's get you something a little easier. And then when the results come in, as I understand it, they'll say, okay, your child is working more on a 1st grade level in math and a 2nd grade level in reading, and this is their Lexile level. That's my understanding. Now, if I'm mistaken, if I'm wrong, feel free to comment and correct me. But that's my understanding on that. As far as any other standardized testing goes, I have looked at the CAT test because it's online and it's untimed, and they can start whenever they want to. So I'm going to see how the NAWEA test goes, and I'm going to see how in-depth the results are. And if I'm not happy with that, then we'll try the untimed CAT test next time. So those are my plans as far as standardized testing. And I kind of just want to speak to those of you that are finishing up your year, and you may be kind of nervous and worrying and wondering, did I do enough? Was I enough? Did I teach them enough? Did we do enough crafts? Did we do enough? Did we get outside enough? Did I give them enough playtime? Did I give them enough work time? And all those things. And really, hindsight's always 20/20, right? Whenever you stop and think about it, you can always think of it as, well, I should have done this and I should have done that. At this point, now that we're, drawing this school year to a close, all you can say is, I did my best. And if you really and truly did your best, then you should just pat yourself on the back and call it a day. Because I think even veteran homeschoolers still have questions and doubts. I'm a rookie homeschooler, so I am full of questions and doubts. I still, wonder, am I doing the right thing for my kids? Am I teaching them right? Am I spending enough time with each of them individually? Am I showing love and support where they need it? Am I being firm where they need it? Disciplinarian wise, am I being too harsh, or am I not being harsh enough? It's always so hard to find that balance. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just kind of wanted to speak to those of you that may be struggling with that doubt. Just know that if you tried your best, then what I always say is, I do what I can do, and that's all I can do. And that is my motto. I do what I can do, and it's all I can do. And some days I have days where I don't give it my all. Some days I have days where I'm exhausted, I'm over it, the kids don't want to do anything, and I have to take a step back and say, okay, let's just do the bare minimum today, because y'all are not paying attention, you're not listening, you're not getting anything out of this extra lesson. Let's just do Me Academy today and be done with it, because everything else is extra. As long as they do Me Academy, then they've covered all of their required subjects of the day. So I've had a few changes just today. Just today I've made some changes in the curriculum that I'm using. And like I said, if my other boy, it depends on how he tests, he may be going back to the Good and the Beautiful, because I absolutely adore the Good and the Beautiful. I love the way it's set up. I love the way it is taught. And it truly is good and beautiful, I think. I'll definitely be using it for Hannah. She's going to be starting off pre-K this year, and I'll be using their pre-K curriculum with her, as well as some other things that I've gotten off, like teacherspayteachers.com. But for the most part, in my homeschool, I will be using the Good and the Beautiful for 3 out of 4 of my children. So anyway, I know this video is kind of short, but I have no makeup on today. I had no intentions of filming anything today, but I just had one of those days where, we had to make some changes. I had to do a lot of thinking and a lot of planning, and I just wanted to talk to somebody about it, and you guys were the best that I could come up with. I know y'all never talk back, but I'm glad y'all always listen. So anyway, if you are, coming to the end of your year and you're struggling, please know you're not alone. You're not alone in this, and you can do this. You can get it done. You can do it. You and your kid just have to work together and just do your best. So I will leave y'all with that, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.